Effective youth interventions in Northern Ireland allow children who've entered the criminal justice system to leave it as soon as possible with the right support for young people, families, carers, victims and communities. Youth Justice Services are part of the Youth Justice Agency that delivers community-based youth interventions in Northern Ireland. This inspection examined the delivery of youth interventions by the Youth Justice Agency and its criminal justice partners. Lead Inspector Dr. Roisin Devlin will share the inspection findings and what we believe can be improved.
The inspection identifies numerous strengths in how the organisation supports children, families and victims. Children, families and carers that we spoke to were hugely positive about the Youth Justice Services staff and the support that they had been provided with. Victims were also complimentary about the assistance from the Youth Justice Services, which had helped build their trust and confidence and reduce trauma when engaging with the criminal justice system. More accessible information at an earlier stage of entering the criminal justice process was highlighted by children and families as something that they would have welcomed. Staff showed they were hugely dedicated and motivated, as well as understanding of what was required to help children, families and victims. Workforce constraints presented the greatest threat to the Youth Justice Services Directorate, as there was a need to ensure retention of its highly skilled and child-centred workforce. Stronger leadership from the Youth Justice Agency in partnership with the Department of Justice was needed to address this. Staff ensured good access to programmes and services, but further strategic planning was needed to enhance this.
Thanks, Roisin. Effective youth interventions play a critical role in addressing offending behaviour as early as possible and ensuring that is where a young person's contact with the youth justice system stops. This is always important, but especially so when we are seeing more younger children coming into contact with the police service and youth justice services. The Youth Justice Agency and its criminal justice partners need to strengthen partnerships at all levels to ensure a truly child-centred approach to prevent reoffending and make sure safeguarding needs are met. In the future, we hope to see better strategic ownership and a shared vision for youth justice to further improve the high-quality services delivered in our community by Youth Justice Services.